Hello, and welcome to your Fast and Curious podcast. I'm your host, Alina, here with
Grant. And today we're going to be talking about theme parks and like our favorites and, what you can do at lots of theme parks in America. So, what's your favorite theme park?
Magic Kingdom at Disney World.
I always forget that like Disney World isn't a theme park itself. It's like a bunch of theme parks in one giant place. Yeah, I mean, I haven't been to Disney World in a long time because it's so expensive and busy.
It's very crowded. Literally, no matter what time of year you go to Disney, it's always going to be crowded.
Yeah. But at the same time, it does have like the coolest stuff like in the world there. I think my favorite theme park would probably be Busch Gardens in Virginia, just because that's like the theme park I've gone to like all the time with my family, and it's the closest one. And I just think it has a lot of like really fun stuff to do. Like I love the roller coasters that are there. But
what's your favorite roller coaster there?
I'd say Verbolten. It's like a really fast indoor. It's like half indoor, half outdoor. It's really intense.
I don't think I've ever heard of an indoor roller coaster.
It's like Space Mountain at Disney.
Oh yeah! Wow. I've only been on Space Mountain once, and I went during Halloween time last year, but it was pitch black, and I hated it.
But because there are theme parks that are like made for, shows and doing things. But then there's theme parks that are also just made solely for like thrill and like adrenaline and roller coasters. It's like Carowinds, King's Dominion, Six Flags. Have you ever been to Six Flags?
I've never been to Six Flags, but I have been to Carowinds, and I must say I would not go there again. Only reason I went to Carowinds was because it's during Halloween time, but if it was just like regular Carowinds where they don't have any of the haunted houses and stuff, I would have no interest in going because I rode 2 rides, and then after that I was done.
You didn't like the rides there?
I did not.
Why?
Because they either went upside down or they went like backwards, and I was being a little wuss, and I didn't want to get in any of that stuff because I didn't feel safe. And then they had to keep closing a bunch of rides for them to like test run because something like wouldn't run properly. So I was like, if they're gonna have to test run it right now, I'm not taking the risk in going on that right now.
Yeah, I love there's a bunch of ones at Carowinds I enjoy.
I went on 2 rides there. One of them was like a train ride, and it was like wooden, and you like went underground at one point in time, but it was for like the brief moment.
Wooden roller coasters scare me.
I kind of liked the wooden roller coaster because it was very mild. But then I went on another roller coaster. And that one had like 2 loops. I could not tell you the name of it, but it had like these 2 loops, and it was like these huge loops. And right when we got on, I was sitting down, and it like hit me that we were really about to go on this. So I was asking the worker, I was like, "Can I get off? Can I please get off?" And the kids in front of me were just laughing. And then it like dropped you, and you just went down this big thing, went into a spiral, and then it was just like these 2 loops, and then it would like stop, and you'd go backwards, and then it would hold you upside down in the air, and then it'd go backwards with it, and I hated it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a big fan of roller coasters and all. Like, I don't really get sick or nervous on them. But I actually, it's a lie. Sometimes I do get nervous. Depends on the ride. But one of the other aspects of going to theme parks are like the shows you get to go see and all. And so like I have experience with this because my sister was a performer in a show at Busch Gardens in Virginia, and they I know at Busch Gardens they have the show called Celtic Fire, which is like ranked as like the #1 theme park show in America. Like it beats like every show that is at Disney as well.
I haven't been to one Disney show. I wasn't too impressed, but then again, it was on like the presidents. So.
Yeah, but I think see, when you go to theme parks like Disney World or Disneyland or Busch Gardens, places like those, it's the focus isn't always just on the rides, but it's also on like the look of the park and like stuff you can do.
I feel like at Disney they don't focus on the rides that much. It's just like the feeling of being there.
Yeah.
And that's what they try and focus on, because there's literally so many things you could do there. You could just like go on a ride, all the different foods that you can eat, all the different restaurants, and then how each park has a theme. So, like, if you go to Animal Kingdom, there's not a lot of rides there because it's
No,
mainly just
animals.
focusing on, like, yeah, the animals. And you can go on, like, the safari ride, but I wouldn't really call that a
But
ride.
I think it's crazy how like Disney has made movies based off of some of their rides. Like
Yeah.
Pirates of the Caribbean is
So
based.
the ride was there before Pirates of the Caribbean?
Yeah, the Pirates of
I
the
did not
Caribbean
know
ride.
that.
Pirates of the Caribbean ride existed before the movies ever were ever made.
That's crazy.
And there's another one. I forget. I'm blanking on what other one was a ride before it was a movie. I can't think, but I know it's more than just Pirates of the Caribbean. Pirates of the Caribbean wasn't the only one, but yeah, I think that about does it for this podcast. It's been Grant,
And Alina?
and we'll see you on the next one.